la sensación de ser una criatura de pura luz, flotando con otros seres de luz en el brillo más resplandeciente que jamás se había conocido. De pronto, a través de la luz brillante, vio venir a un conjunto de colores hermosos, objetos individuales. Conforme las vibraciones de color se hicieron más fuertes, Max identificó el nombre de una persona implícito en cada una de ellas. Contó 12 colores y 12 nombres, y la luz regresó. 6cero7Studios presenta Los 12.
If we transform our consciousness, it will be the end of the world, but it will also be the beginning of a new world, hopefully one in which there's more of a unity consciousness, more of a realization of how we as human beings are part of everything that is, and how when we do something negative to another human being, we're really hurting ourselves. When we do something negative to the earth, we're really hurting ourselves. It is this level of consciousness that we need to move into, particularly at this critical moment in the history of this planet and the universe. We do not really understand how the Mayans created this calendar. We do not really understand some of the physical changes that have occurred recently on this planet and why they're occurring, but we do know that something dramatic is happening. It's not just myth and legend. It's been interpreted because it is the end of the world, but it's the end of the world as we know it, which is not the end of the physical world. So I'm here to tell you, and the novel The 12 talks a lot about the positive window for transformation of consciousness as the real change that is coming.
Los humanos con frecuencia buscan enterrar el lado oscuro de la vida, pero como dioses, nosotros nos regocijamos en todo lo que pueda sentirse. Incluso como seres despiertos, tendrán sus desafíos, pero pueden estar tranquilos porque también en sus derrotas y fracasos experimentarán una existencia humana siempre grandiosa, siempre más compleja.
My name is William Gladstone, and I'm an anthropologist. I'm the author of this new novel, The 12, and I'm delighted. I'm right here in Mexico City at one of the largest libraries in the world. La Biblioteca is enormous, and we're in the garden of the library, and it couldn't be a more appropriate place to be, because much of what I write about in the novel, The 12, is the true nature of reality, which is that everything is alive, everything has consciousness. It's not just human beings. And these trees that surround us have a consciousness. Many Mayan actually believe they can learn from the trees. They can talk to the trees. And this is very important in this particular moment because we're coming to the end, according to the Mayan and other cultures, of a period of 26,000 years. The Mayan calendar was created several thousand years ago, and without any known scientific instruments for measurements, they created a calendar that is more accurate than any calendar any civilization, including our own modern civilization, has created. Other cultures shared the Mayan belief that the vibratory energy of this planet was going to change more or less at this time. They did not have the precision of the Mayas to say it was exactly on December 21st, 2012. And to some extent, it doesn't matter if that is in fact the exact date. But what is important is that almost every indigenous culture, the Hindus, the Tibetans, the Hopi Indians, the Hawaiians, many Amazonian cultures have all talked about the change of an era that is going to happen right now. If you go back to ancient history and you study the Greek and you study the Roman and you study some of the other civilizations that existed, there are myths and legends about a coming change. I can assure you the Nostradamus prophecies and like the movie that was released recently in 2012, those are not accurate representations of what is likely to occur because of 2012. There's a lot of work going on from people like Jose Arguelles, Greg Braden, Barbara Marks Hubbard that are going to tell you what 2012 is really about and give you the tools you need to be part of this really positive change that is fast approaching and which you can make a difference.